Hello and a warm welcome to Janaganman 24/7, which is my own YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe the channel and engage with us on our platform, and this will really boost our morale. But let's talk about an issue which everyone has been discussing for quite some time. You remember just few days back, Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, had said he was addressing a gathering at his paternal village where he said that before he was writing the judgment of the Ram Janmabhoomi Babri Masjid case, he had to seek God's help. He said that I sat before the deity and sought the inspiration. Now, after that, a lot of people said that, the judges should not make this kind of a public proclamation because they swear in by the constitution and not by God. And he's been criticized for this, that this is a very strange kind of a statement coming out from the Chief Justice of India. Now, various people have been saying different things. And one of the activists with whom I spoke to, and he said that this judgment should be recalled now after Chief Justice's comments that he sought God's help. This activist's name is Adarsh Iyer. He's a very renowned activist from Karnataka. He joins us on the show today. Adarsh Iyer, thank you so much for joining on Janagan 24/7. It's wonderful to have you on the program. And my first question to you is that when I spoke to you
Thank
on
you
the
so much
phone,
for having me.
yeah, you're welcome always. And when I spoke to you on the phone, you said that after this statement, which has been made by the Chief Justice of India, uh, the judgment of the Babri Masjid and Ramjan Bhumi case should be recalled. Now, why do you feel so? Because this is not something which has come before. I've not heard people, even in the legal circles, people talking like this. So, what is your basis? Why are you saying that the judgment should be recalled?
Well, actually, this is a very well thought out statement that I'm making here. Here, you can see, technically speaking, the plaintiff here is Lord Ram himself. Okay. Whereas in other cases, whenever the judges talk about saying that I've been inspired, I have been guided by God or whatever this one, that is fair enough. It is a personal thing where they take inspiration or some guidance from whatever what you call a spiritual thing or whatever or a motivational thing. But here in this particular case, if you see, if you study the judgment here of Ayodhya judgment, there are five suits here, suit 1 to 5, and in suit 5 particularly, Lord Ram himself has been made the plaintiff here. That means he is a petitioner here before the court of justice here. And
Right.
the other party in suit 4 is this one, a Muslim body. I think it is Sunni Waqf board or something like that.
Yes, yes. Sunni
So
Waqf
here
Board.
yeah. So here you have two what you call deities, or what you call religion, the heads, the gods of two religions sitting there as plaintiff. This is a very strange case to be put it in a proper perspective, because God themselves are the plaintiffs here, plaintiff and the respondents here, and it doesn't make sense for the judge here. Here, Justice Chandrachud is sitting as a judge here to decide something, whether in favor of one plaintiff or the other. Here, actually, the deities. So to go back to the same plaintiff here, I will just replace the word deity with a plaintiff and the respondent now, since we are very clear who is the plaintiff and who is the respondent here. So when a plaintiff is before you asking for a judgment, a judge cannot go back to the same plaintiff and ask for what you call a inspiration or a guidance or whatever. In common parlance, in common legal parlance, that would be that would amount to something very serious. Generally the judges, they recuse themselves. We have seen so many judges recusing themselves whenever such cases of what do you call a conflict or something, they feel inappropriate, comes
But
before they feel.
Adarsh, what you are saying, many people would call it an over exaggeration. What you say has a point, but in the legal terms or in the from the legal perspective, doesn't it look like an over exaggeration? And how would it hold waters? Because Justice Chandrachud has not named the deity. He has simply said that I sat before the deity and looked for inspiration. Now, how can we? Now, you are saying that since Lord Ram is the plaintiff, and so how can he? So, that kind of explanation which is coming from you, how will it hold water really in the, how will it hold legal scrutiny if you are to say that this judgment should be recalled?
Well, to be very, you are right. Actually, we don't know who is the deity here. So there might be 2 points here. That's the reason why I said who is the plaintiff and who is the respondent here very clearly. That the start itself. There are two religions who are there as plaintiff and respondent. The deity might be a Hindu god, or the deity might be any other religion's god also. So it might be a Muslim. It's coming from Islam also. That is also possible. And deity, as far as this one here you have a Hindu Nirmohi Akada also as a plaintiff here. So that means Hindu. If the word Hindu comes there. So in terms of Hindu religion, the deities are same. Whether you pray to Lord Ram or you pray to Lord Shiva or anybody else, they are same here. They say it's one and the same. So here, when even if you suppose it is for Hindu god, Hindu deity, so whether it is Lord Ram or somebody else, it becomes same here. Or if he has, if Justice Chandrachud has, which I don't think so. It's just a hypothetical situation. If it is, if he has sat in a mosque or something for inspiration, then it is also possible that even the god of Islam religion is also a plaintiff here to the mosque. So there is a inherent conflict that what I'm trying to say. There is an inherent conflict in such cases where you don't have that luxury of sitting before the God for a guidance. Even if you have gone through that, you should keep it personal. It should not come out in the open. But the moment it comes out in the open, then it is a clear case of recusal in case the case is being heard. And in case it has been already heard and the judgment has been passed. So again, I'm not, to be very frank, I'm not a advocate as such or a legal expert as such. But in my limited legal experience, I can say that this calls for a kind of review or a recall, where there is a error of what you call, there is a prejudiced mind sitting there. When a judgment is being made, there should not be any prejudice in the mindset, and the prejudice always should not be in favor of any of the parties who are before the judge. So that is where we should look at, and we should, since this is, as I'm repeating at the cost of repetition, this is a very strange case where the deity has been brought before the court of justice. I'm trying to say has been brought because we don't see a deities coming directly. It is only through a next of best friend. That's the legal word they say. They say next of friend or something.
Right. What you are saying basically could have a basis because this entire judgment, has brought in faith as the main focal point of the whole judgment. And that is why it looks like much of a discrepancy. And now that Mr. Chandrachud has made a statement like that, so you're saying that there is a reason for a recall or a review. But my question is that since you've pointed this out and this program would go on air, many people would watch it. They might agree, they might not agree. We do not know what kind of reaction we will get over this program, but it does call for a debate. Now, the point is that after you've spoken about the recall or a review, are you going to file a review petition or a recall petition where you'll say that let's recall this verdict?
Well, at the moment, we have not decided as such. I have to think about this, but this is just a thought process that is going on. The moment I heard about Justice Chandrachud saying that I have I prayed before the deity before deciding, and in fact, I have studied the entire 1,000 plus pages of this document, the Ayodhya judgment, where, as you said, he talks about faith and belief. And in fact, he has made a separate addendum addendum where he has written his own in his own words a entire set of almost around 70 to I think 100 pages of judgment in his own words. So there are so many things which comes there. In fact, in the same, I don't want to digress here, but I would like to make one small point that in this judgment, even the uh, point about the Sikh religion also came in there, where
Yes.
there were points where uh, the first guru of Sikh religion went to Ayodhya, something like that, which was disputed by the guru, body of the Sikhs. So there are so many other things which we have to be very careful while coming out with such a major judgment, significant judgment, which would affect the entire thing. And the judges, as such, who are sitting there, have a serious responsibility whenever they even talk about that. So I'm very surprised when he gave this statement, saying that I got inspired because he's a CJI, he's a Chief Justice of India. So we don't have to teach him about the legal there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't have. There is no. We are not here to teach him about the what do you call the etiquity of the legal or whatever the interpretations or whatever goes on. But still, I'm surprised even as a common citizen. I'm surprised why this came up. That too at the fag end of his career as the Chief Justice of India. So it is highly. I don't know under what kind of pressure he was, or whether he was out of pressure, or I'm not able to understand. But this is something that has been pricking us for so many years.
Absolutely. No, this is something which is not palatable to most of the people, and which is why there's so much of noise about what he said at his paternal village. And when he says that, when I was writing the judgment, I sought God's help, I sat before the deity. So it's open to a lot of interpretations. And as one interpretation now comes, as what you've said, that this verdict should be recalled and there should be a review just because Lord Ram happens to be one of the plaintiffs. So, will that happen in the days to come? We'll have to wait and watch. And under what pressure and under what situation, under what circumstances, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud made a statement like this. There are lots of speculations. I'm not getting into that. But after his retirement, we'll have to wait and see as to what his next step is, why he made a statement like that. Thank you so much for now, Adarsh Iyer, for joining Janagadh Man 24/7. And one request to all the viewers, please engage with our channel. It's just a small beginning we have made, and we'll need your support, we'll need your guidance. And the only significant support you can provide us is by subscribing the channel, engaging with us, writing your comments, and say whether you like the program or not. And supposing if you have a choice that you want to listen to an analysis of the choice of your subject, please do write into us. Thank you so much, Adarsh. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.